I, Larry Healy, voluntarily give Maryville University permission to record my image and or voice and grant Maryville University all rights to use this recording and any medium for educational or other purposes that support the mission of the university. I understand that the following information will be gathered by a Maryville University student. I give my express consent for this information gathering and physical assessment to be found and posted in the student's course shelf for access by faculty and students at Maryville University. I further acknowledge that since the recording is for educational purposes only, and the information is not to be meant to be diagnostic, therefore Maryville University, the faculty, staff, and students are not considered liable. The recording will be deleted by the student and any of their devices as soon as it has been reviewed and graded by the instructor.
Okay. Wash hands. Hello, my name is Mandy and I'll be conducting your neurological exam today. Can you please give me your name and date of birth?
Larry Ely, August 22nd, 1985.
Okay, great. So the first thing we're going to do is test the cranial nerves 1 through 12. The first being the olfactory nerve. Can you please close your eyes and plug your right nostril? Okay. Can you identify the smell for me?
Orange.
Okay. Can you plug your left nostril? Can you identify this smell for me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. The next cranial nerve we're going to test is cranial nerve 2, which is the optic nerve. Can you please look at the Snelling chart and read the smallest line that you can see?
EFTZO.
Okay, and so that is 20/30 vision. The next three cranial nerves are 3, 4, and 5, which is ocular, motor, trochlear, and abducens. Okay. Can you just follow my pen light? Okay, and so that has cranial nerves 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 6. Cranial nerve 5 is the trigeminal. Can you clench your jaw for me? All right, puff out your cheeks. Okay, and also testing cranial nerve 7, which is a facial nerve. Raise your eyebrows. Okay. And you feel this?
Yeah.
Is this even?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so cranial nerve 8 would be the vestibular cochlear, which would be the assessment of hearing. Okay. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cranial nerve 9 and 10 are the glossal and vagus. Can you stick your tongue out and say ah? One more time. Okay, so the uvula did move, the palate rose equally. Also, you could test the 10th cranial nerve by gagging the patient, but he is conscious and I would not do that. Cranial nerve 11 is the spinary accessory. Raise your shoulders. Okay, and that is intact. And then cranial nerve 12 is the hypoglossal. You stick your tongue out and move it from side to side, up and down. Okay, that is intact. Okay, so moving on to the musculoskeletal assessment. The first thing we'll check is coordination. All right, so I want you to touch your finger to your nose and touch my finger and go as fast as you can. Okay, the next thing that we will check is upper extremity strength. Okay, so thumbs up. Okay, push up. Okay, push down. Okay. Next, we'll check lower extremity. We'll do the wrist. Turn your hands. All right, and don't let me push them. Push down, up, out, in. Okay. So some weakness, but that's to be expected. He has shoulder issues. All right. So I'm gonna just have you walk across the room regular, and then come back heel toe, and you can have a seat. Okay, great. And that one's equal and intact. And then I'm gonna have you do your heel and down, and the other leg and down. Awesome. All right. I'm gonna have you gotta move your arms. Okay. Lift that thigh. Okay. Lift that thigh. Okay. Kick out. Okay. Kick out. Don't let me close. Don't let me open. Okay. Great. I'm gonna have you stand for me. You come over here. Okay. Just have you close your eyes. And this is a Gromberg test. Some swaying is to be expected, but he should not fall over. And you would do this test for 30 to 60 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna have you put your arms out in front of you, palms up. Okay, and this is the pronator drift test. You would also do this for 30 seconds, and then both of the arms should stay up. Okay, you can go ahead and have a seat. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna check for is vibration, light touch, prior perception. Okay, close your eyes. Left or right?
Left. Right.
What does that feel like?
Vibrating.
Okay. Right. You tell me, is this sharp or dull?
Sharp. Dull. Dull. Sharp.
Okay, 1 or 2?
1, 2. 1, 2.
Okay. Hold your hand out for me. What is this?
Looks like a pen.
Okay. Can you identify this?
Cardboard box, probably a deck of cards, some sort like that.
Okay. Great. All right. So the next thing we're going to test are the reflexes, starting with the bicep tendon. Just let your arms hang naturally. Relax. Okay. So we did get some flexion here. All right. And then the brachioradial. Sorry. All right. Small reflex there. And then the harder one is the tricep. Just let it hang. Okay, small reflex there. And scoot all the way back so your knees can relax. Okay. Okay. And then next would be the Achilles. And the Achilles. Okay. And those are equal. All right. Pull up and press on the gas. And that motor strength is also equal. All right, I'm gonna have you lay on your back. And we're gonna check 2 tests for meningeal irritation. The first is Kernick. Okay. I just want you to pick your head up, chin to chest. Okay, and his legs did not raise, so this would be negative for meningitis, which would be a good thing. And then the next would be the Kernick. Okay, does that hurt?
No.
Okay, and that's Poditsky. And if he had any pain, that would also be a sign of meningeal irritation. Thank you so much.